So, I'll admit, I'm a little torn on this. The thing is, it's not necessarily just about what order I want to do these. It's also based on how the game decides to progress other elements of the game opening up. For example, other systems and clusters becoming available as you progress through the game and its story. So, like there are some side quests and such I have in my journal I can't finish because some of those systems are just simply not available to me yet. So I feel like going through and just kind of progressing here, even with the main story, might work. It's also worth noting that when you do the Leviathan DLC, there are certain systems that also open up. So I just can't remember, because it's been so long since I played this game, I just can't remember the path you have to take to open up and unlock certain systems or clusters. So at that point, I'm thinking, okay, why don't we just go ahead and progress in the main story? By the way, an item became available for me to purchase. It was a romance item called Dextro Amino Chocolates. Just kind of keep that in mind for later. But in fact, hold on a second. Now, he's still down in the mess hall, right? Yeah, he is. Let's see if Shepard can actually go give those to him before this.
Good to see you.
Nope, never mind. Alright, so, as you can see here, there's the Migrant Fleet, a flotilla of 50,000 craft holding over 17 million Quarians. The Migrant Fleet is the largest array of spacefaring vessels in the known galaxy. It is a testament to the Quarian strategic skill that these numbers have not dropped significantly during recent battles. The fleet is now on the far side of the star from Rannoch, the better to cloak its movement from the Geth. Geth debris field. Close to the star, the Normandy scanners can detect a high uncountable number of Geth satellites that use solar sails to self-correct their position. The Geth place the ultra-lightweight constructions around the sun to collect energy, arranged in a vast array known as the Dyson Bubble. Scattered among them are space stations and servers that draw power from the statites through wireless energy transfer. Most of the space stations are wreckage now, and no small number of solar sails have also been destroyed. It appears the Quarians began to destroy them, but were stopped before the attack was complete. We'll look at Rannoch later, of course. Scans of the Geth Dreadnaught orbiting Rannoch reveal an intimidating array of features, from an improved main gun and ultraviolet anti-ship lasers to increased thruster output. The Geth workforce never demands rest, wages, or autonomy, and in the creation of their flagship, they were limited only by time and raw materials. The damage inflicted by the Quarian fleet appears minor at best.
We're approaching the Quarian home system. ETA to Rannoch, 5 minutes.
What have you got from the comm buoys?
Pretty much a big old shitstorm, Commander.
I have detected several hundred unique ship signatures engaged in active combat.
Yeah, like I said.
Take us in, Joker.
Stealth drive engaged. Only way they'll detect us is if you all start singing the Russian national anthem.
My cyber warfare suite has accessed their docking protocols.
find whatever's broadcasting the Reaper signal and shut it down. Tally's our expert on Geth software. She'll be handling hacking and security.
Good to have you back, Tally. And maybe with another Dextro aboard, they'll get better Turian food.
As long as it's sterilized.
Dr. Michelle did get me some Dextro amino chocolate. You're welcome to it once we're back.
She got you Turian chocolate?
She said she saw it and thought of me. Why?
Watch yourself, Shepard.
There's a problem. All tubes except one are physically secured. I see the free one. Pretty torn up, though.
Too risky for the whole team. I'll secure the docking area. Everyone else can follow me over.
Roger that, Commander. We'll just stay here. You know, quietly.
Hang tight. It'll just be a minute.
What's the matter, Joker? Don't you remember they don't have windows? They're structural weaknesses.
No wonder the Quarians were having trouble. That ship is enormous.
It is 30% larger than an Alliance Dreadnaught.
Yeah, well, the Geth made it, so shouldn't really be surprised. I'm pretty sure the Geth could definitely be capable of making ships better than the Alliance could.
You're gonna like the view.
Better than a vid?
Much.
Whoops. Hope that sound isn't getting annoying for you guys.
How are you doing, Shepard?
The lack of gravity is a little disorienting.
The Dreadnought has artificial gravity. You should be okay once you're on board.
Till then, I'll make do with mag boots.
Hey, take your time, Commander. We're fine until they, look out a window.
Geth don't use windows, remember? Structural weakness.
Like the Geth are just sitting there saying, those organics would never try the no windows thing twice.
Looks like the rest of the team isn't using the docking tube.
So I'm guessing you'd rather not solo the Dreadnought.
Not if I can help it. Ask Tally to get on the Dreadnought schematics. If she can point me at another docking tube, I'll override the controls and let the boarding party on. I'm inside. I've got gravity again.
Great. I'm looking for... Got it. There should be a hull breach not far from your position. The nearest undamaged docking tube is on the other side.
Think I found that hull breach you mentioned.
Admiral Geralt tried a frontal assault. We lost 6 frigates. That tiny hole was the only damage we did.
I wouldn't call it tiny. Not the way you'd have done it?
No, he was too aggressive. I argued, but as Admiral of the Heavy Fleet, it was ultimately his decision.
What about the other admirals?
Zen backed the invasion, largely as a chance to test her toys. Ron gave provisional support. Only Chorus opposed the war with me, and he was right. We could lose the whole fleet, Shepard.
We'll get your people out of here safely.
Yeah, Geralt is going to be a big problem. And Ron just has no spine. She gave provisional support, when that's not really what she should be doing. She could have backed Tally and Chorus, but no. Remember, we told them not to do this. But clearly they didn't listen.
I found another airlock. I think we're good to go.
Great. If you override the controls, we'll be right there.
Got it. You're clear to board.
See any action?
Not yet. I'm sure you can help me find them.
Here, let me see if I can get this open. In the meantime, take a look at this.
It's not even there because I already have it.
It's open. We're clear to go.
Looks impressive.
Error.
Admiral Zen's design. It transmits an energy pulse on contact that disrupts shields and synthetics.
That'll be handy.
How come I don't get it?
So where are we headed?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Operations Center. I can disable the Reaper command signal from there.
Where's the closest one?
Past their defense network and through a sensor cluster. Oh, vents. Always the vents.
Hey, you did fine at the collector base.
I got set on fire!
That's why I had her go through for that dialogue.
Guardian anti-fighter lasers. Looks like they're using ultraviolet frequencies, like the Solarians.
Expensive. But it gives them an edge in close combat, though.
When the fleet rushed the Dreadnaught, those lasers carved right through our ships.
Come on, let's get to the ops center before they lose more.
I also have another mod I found that's supposed to start taking effect here. It's called Geth Retrofits. So we'll see how much of an impact that makes.
Stay sharp. More on the way.
I don't hear an alarm!
There's... Yes, they sent alerts to every unit on this ship. We need to get to the operations center before they box us in.
This almost sounds like music I'd expect to hear in a Tron movie.
They're throwing their lives away!
Network intelligence. As we kill them, their attacks become more aggressive.
Disable their shields!
And don't give them time to recharge.
Ow!
signals hitting all Geth processes. The Reapers have them completely under control.
We've tried jamming it, hacking it, and piggybacking garbage data to corrupt it. Nothing worked.
Sensor data. Any sign of how the Quarians are doing?
We're taking heavy losses. The Geth have a planetary defense cannon. It's ripping through our fleet.
Is there anything we can do to help them?
Just make their sacrifice worthwhile.
Alright.
Why do we need to find the operations center? Wouldn't any access console do?
No. Anything we do here, the Geth could counter. Too many fault checks and redundancy levels for what we need to do. The Dreadnaught's Operations Center is just ahead.
Good. Let's cut the Reaper signal and get the fleet out of here.
Uh-oh.
The hunters are moving in!
So that's what the Rieger carbine does.
Couldn't hide from that. Watch it.
I don't think I've ever actually used that weapon.
That's the last of them. Let's see if that console is operational.
If I did, it must have been a long time ago, and I just don't remember.
We need to hurry! My people are getting torn apart out there! Damn it! They've locked down the Reaper signal. We can't shut it down from here in the Operations Center. There! The Reaper signal's coming from the drive core.
So if we get there, we shut it down?
Right, but how do we get there? The Geth have sealed emergency bulkheads to block us off. We need a route to the drive core that can't be blocked. A path that runs the length of the ship.
What about the main battery? It runs right by the drive core.
That could work.
But?
The Geth still have us locked in here. We need to get these doors open. They've locked high-level processes. We need something basic. A ship-wide emergency. Like a fire.
What about the heat diffusion system?
Wait, if I faked a thermal warning, it would open all maintenance tubes for emergency venting.
Would that override the lockdown?
Yes. Okay, I've got it primed. But be ready. I'm reading hostile Geth on the other side of the doors.
Watch out, they're dropping in.
There could be cloaked hunters as well.
Heads up, more on the way.
Let's get to the maintenance shaft before more reinforcements arrive. Sure thing.
I've served on a lot of ships, but nothing like this. The contours are all off. It's not built for organics.
Shouldn't be too much farther to the main battery.
Oh. Whoa, that's a bug.
surprised they'd send you on this mission, Tally.
Even admirals are expected to serve. I'm better at hacking than I am ordering ships around.
Yeah, against an enemy Dreadnaught, your combat drone would just float there making that noise.
I missed you too, Garrus.
I always loved that if you don't romance either of them, they end up together. Now, some people apparently don't want that because they made a mod for that, but I always thought it was really cute, and it just made sense to me. Fleet and Flotilla, right?
Damn it. Priority message. A planetary defense cannon just took down Admiral Chorus's ship.
Survivors?
They got to escape pods, and I've got Admiral Ron trying to establish a secure link.
Put her through.
Shepard, this is Ron. The heavy fleet is collapsing. I don't know how much longer we can hold out.
We'll have the Reaper signal deactivated shortly, Admiral.
We should be okay if we stay in cover. Right away. More incoming. I think they figured out what we're doing.
That'll buy us time. No way they'll fire with that maintenance lock in place.
Let's move.
Gun's coming back online.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Cut that a little close.
Watch your shield! Stick to cover! Good. Hopefully we're done with elevators. And come on, the drive core shouldn't be far.
Nothing here. Shepard.
That's definitely Reaper tech, but what's...
Hey, buddy.
Shepard Commander, help us.
Legion.
Good to see you, Legion. We'll have you out of there in no time.
Shepard, wait. The Geth are being controlled by the Reaper signal.
Right. This thing.
So for all we know, Legion is with them. Maybe it sided with the Reapers voluntarily. Or maybe it's hacked.
Legion helped us fight the Reapers before. There's no way it would have agreed to this.
Your caution is understandable. Once freed, we will submit to any restraints you deem necessary.
I never thought I'd say this, but it's good to see you again.
Likewise, Creator Zora.
So what is this thing?
It uses our networking architecture to broadcast the old machine command signal to all Geth simultaneously.
Then getting you out of there will shut off the Reaper signal.
Wait, you cannot simply remove the restraints. We are secured via hardware blocks nearby that shackle our operating protocols. The hardware blocks are on the far side of the room.
Far side of the room, you said?
Yes, deactivation should be simple. The Geth protected them against viral attack, not physical removal.
How'd the Reapers get control of the Geth?
They did not. The Creators attacked. The Geth wished to live. The old machines extended an offer.
So we went to that Geth station and rewrote the heretics for what? Nothing?
No, you successfully rewrote the heretics. The decision to ally with the old machines was difficult. Had the Creators not attacked, it would have been unnecessary.
We'll have you out of there soon.
Sounds like they only joined the Reapers because the Quarians attacked.
Nothing excuses an alliance with the Reapers. They could have found another way.
Some would say the same about Turians curing the genophage and allying with the Krogan.
Damn it! I begged them to negotiate rather than attack. I did.
Let's just get Legion out of there.
Yeah, well, Geralt wouldn't have cared. We'll see and hear more about Geralt having this stance in just a bit.
Got it.
Tali Zora to fleet. The signal is about to go offline.
This is Admiral Hangel. We're in your debt.
Hardware blocks offline. We are free.
Keela!
As a gesture of cooperation, we have disabled the Dreadnaught's drive core. All weapons and barriers are offline. Alert! Geth reinforcements incoming!
The Geth fleet is destabilized.
Watch out, that's a
Signal is offline. Civilian fleet, prepare to withdraw. The patrol fleet will cover you once the heavy fleet is in position. Whenever you're ready, Admiral Girl.
Drone incoming. Setting up turrets.
later.
So, if you didn't catch that, Geralt saw that Legion had disabled the Dreadnaught. So what does he do? Even though we told him that gives you the chance to retreat, he is so obsessed with killing every single Geth, because to him that's the only thing that needs to be done to win the war. No talks, no peace, no negotiation, just kill the Geth, because he doesn't just want to win this war, he wants revenge. He is so bitter and hurt that he just is determined to get revenge on the Geth for what happened and wipe them all out. So he sees the Dreadnaught down, so he wants to make sure it gets destroyed. Because, hey, one less Dreadnaught is good for us, right? And he doesn't care if we are on the ship. So Shepard, Tally gets sacrificed by destroying the Dreadnaught. Who cares? We destroyed a Geth Dreadnaught, and that's what matters, right? Yeah. He is so obsessed with wiping out the Geth, he is willing to sacrifice Shepard and Tally as long as he can take them out.
Give them a firing lane.
All ships open fire.
Shepard Commander, the Creator fleet is firing upon this vessel. Without barriers, this ship will be destroyed. We must evacuate.
We need to get to the escape pods.
Geth transmit intelligences via remote signal. We do not use escape pods.
Suggestions?
Geth fighters are docked in a portside fighter bay. We can pilot a fighter to safety.
Shepard deplete! Hold fire! I repeat, hold fire!
They're not responding.
Damn it!
Shepard Commander, we have taken control of docking protocols.
We'll be right there!
Warrior bastards!
Shepard Commander, we can only launch from the upper level.
Let's go.
They're closing the door!
Double time, people!
Hurry! We're losing the environmental field.
We'll make it!
Normandy to Shepard, reading a loss of gravity. You okay over there?
Fine. We're leaving in a Geth fighter. Transmitting rendezvous coordinates.
Does the storage compartment have adequate room, Shepard Commander?
We're fine. Go!
Just waggle the wings or something so I know which one is you.
Good thing the Quarian ships didn't shoot us down. In that fighter, I mean.
They fired on the Dreadnought while you were on board?
They were supposed to pull their fleet out safely. Instead...
I know. Admiral Geralt's been causing trouble along the Turian border for years. But I can understand their desperation. We only lost Earth a few weeks back.
we haven't lost Earth yet.
We need help, Shepard. We need a fleet. And the Quarians have the biggest one out there.
I'll get it, Admiral.
Your unilateral strike endangered us all. I should charge you with treason.
I was within my authority as Admiral of the Heavy Fleet.
And what of Shepard? And Talizora.
They escaped unharmed. Shepard, the mission parameters changed. You're military. You understand that.
I find it pathetic that that is his response there. His response to, what about the fact that you shot at the ship and could have destroyed it while they were on board? His response is, they escaped unharmed. That is one of the most pathetic responses I have ever heard to what he is being accused of right now. She should accuse him of treason. Charge him with that. I don't care what he says about how the mission parameters changed. That is... I mean, you saw Hackett's reaction, right? That's the kind of thing that if Shepard had gone down, Hackett could have easily considered the Quarians a enemy. Because they just killed Shepard, one of their own members of the Alliance military, in a way that was certainly not agreed upon, that he took it upon himself to do. So, no. Even though this has been a Paragon run, this is one of the only times where I'm totally fine with doing this particular Renegade choice.
I understand that you wasted your chance to withdraw safely.
The Dreadnaught was a perfect
Admiral, you jeopardized your mission and your people. Get the hell off my ship.
Shepard, I understand you're angry.
If I didn't need your fleet...
He nearly got us killed, Ron.
You must understand. The Geth inflicted heavy casualties before you disabled the Reaper signal.
That's no excuse.
Planetary defense cannon?
Had. Admiral Koris sacrificed his own ship to destroy it. He crash-landed on the home world.
The Normandy can assist with rescue efforts.
Thank you, Commander. I think the worst is over. The Geth no longer possess the programming upgrades they had while enslaved by the Reapers.
Shepard, Commander, we are prepared to offer assistance.
I see your Geth friend has returned.
The Reapers were using Legion like a signal booster to broadcast commands from the Dreadnaught. We freed him.
We freed it. This is a fascinating prototype. With some study, I may be able to use it to find a weakness in the Geth consensus.
So you'll notice that their reaction to Legion was different. Remember, we took Legion with us to Tali's trial on the migrant fleet. So the game acknowledges that we did that and that they have met Legion before, which is why they recognized him. Because normally their reaction is, "What is that?" And Shepard has to explain. But because they've met him, they're like, "Oh, I see your Geth friend's back." So...
Legion helped me in the fight against the Collectors.
So did your pistol. Should I worry about it?
I don't think you want to continue this line of thought, Admiral. Legion is my friend. More importantly, it's our best source of information on the Geth.
The scientific benefits
are off the table.
What can you tell us about the Geth? How will they react without Reaper guidance?
This is a false assumption. You have cut off long-range control, but the old machines placed a base on Rannoch for short-range direction.
The Geth still have Reaper upgrades?
Correct. They are currently disorganized, but once the short-range signal is in place, they will recover.
Kila, I need to warn the fleet. Then, coordinate with Geralt. Move!
We need to take out the Reaper base. Where is it located?
Unknown.
Find it.
Understood. We do know the location of a server from which Geth fighter squadrons are controlled. The squadrons are targeting Creator life ships. Disabling them will limit casualties. We offer assistance.
Thanks. Edie, can you clean this up?
I will try.
This is the Kodesh. We've lost barriers. Our comm system is jammed. Can anyone hear this?
Ron, the Kanesh is getting swarmed by Geth fighters.
Damn it. Interceptors, divert to the Kanesh. Thank you, Commander. If you hadn't enhanced that signal, we'd have lost the ship.
So a number of codex entries just popped up.
Jelix, the planet Rannoch, an arid planet orbiting an older star in the Tikkun system. is the former Quarian home world. Almost 300 years ago, the Quarians were driven from Rannoch by the Geth, synthetic servants who gained sapience and rebelled against their creators. Although Rannoch is now largely uninhabited, the Geth have acted as caretakers, working to repair the planet's ecology, restore ancient structures, and cultivate some farmland. Rannoch has no insect life. As a result, its pollinating plants evolved to rely on animals for propagation. This symbiosis between flora and fauna is responsible for the Quarians' weakened immune systems, which made colonization of other planets extremely difficult after their exile from Rannoch. For many Quarians, reclaiming their home world from the Geth is a matter of both cultural and physiological necessity.
Miracle at Palaven. The Turian and Krogan counterattack on Palaven combined deception, courage, and tenacity. First, the Turians leaked a false battle plan that drew on the same tactics they used at the beginning of the assault on Palaven. Then the Dreadnaught Indomitable faked a problem with its drive core coming out of FTL near Palaven's moon, Manet. 3 other Dreadnaughts and their attendant fleets deployed to assist Indomitable, a tempting target that drew the Reaper capital ships away from Palaven. Turian troop transports then entered Palaven's atmosphere to release shuttles, gliders, and individual soldier capsules. The Reapers did not understand the seriousness of the threat at first. Those that detected the landing crafts sent husks and collector swarms to intercept them, but little more. This allowed Krogan commandos to link up with Palaven's resistance and hand off their payloads, warp bombs, and fission weapons. In simultaneous strikes across the globe, Reaper ships began to explode. Turian resistance members had managed to smuggle the bombs inside when the Reaper processing ships, troop transports, and even destroyers and capital ships had opened their structures to indoctrinate Turian leaders. Large swaths of territory fell back into Turian and Krogan control. News of the victory gave a much-needed boost to the morale of the Turian resistance and the galactic public. But the action was not without sacrifice. Turian insurgents gave their lives to ensure the explosives detonated, and the processing centers they destroyed were full of civilians, who died just as surely as if they had been harvested. Of the dead, General Minin Reservix said, "Whatever they were in life, their deaths had no equal. They are worthy of joining the spirit of Palaven itself." So that's on Geth technology. Okay.
The Geth recovered faster than we'd hoped. If it hadn't warned us, they could have wiped us out.
Sounds like you owe Legion an apology.
However advanced your friend is, it's still a Geth.
A Geth who just saved your fleet.
And I wish I could have known it better. But right now, we cannot afford trust. What do you need?
Tell me about the civilian fleet.
Our civilian ships? Admiral Chorus commands them. It survived his crash landing on Rannoch. In peacetime, they made up the...
We will be saving Chorus as like the next mission we do, because saving him is pretty important. Hey, Legion.
Shepard Commander, you opposed Creator Admiral Zen's attempt to confiscate our platform.
She's done enough already.
Your assistance continues to be noted.
You say Geth fighters are targeting the Quarians' live ships.
Hostile Geth fighter squadrons intend to breach the live ship's defenses. The assigned squadrons are networked to a server on Rannoch. If the live ships are damaged, the creators will lose armaments, provisions, people.
So we destroy the server?
No, Geth programs would transfer to alternate servers. They are only vulnerable through direct interface. Removing Geth from this server will prevent significant creator deaths. We will accompany you on this mission.
What'd you do after you left the Normandy?
Our physical platform returned to the Geth consensus beyond the Perseus Veil. Data gathered during our mission confirmed that the old machine's return was imminent. We planned for war.
So the Geth believed your proof that the Reapers were coming back?
Of course.
That must have been nice. Back on the Dreadnaught, you mentioned Geth heretics. What exactly happened to them after we blew up that satellite?
Rewriting the heretics increased the number of Geth allied with the old machines. This has resulted in a greater number of hostile Geth platforms.
So you're saying it was a mistake?
It has put us at a tactical disadvantage. This was not a foreseen outcome, but we cannot change a decision once it is made. Do you harbor regrets about rewriting the heretics?
The Quarians hit first. If we get rid of the Reaper's signal, maybe this war doesn't have to end with everyone destroyed.
An interesting notion. Most organics would not hold on to ideals of peace for so long.
Yeah, well.
What was interfacing with a Reaper like?
The old machine took total control of our sensory equipment, our networking. Even then, we could not fully comprehend them. They are magnitudes above us. A single thought was immense, overwhelming, unknowable.
You're making them sound godlike.
Their forms are advanced but mundane. We do not view the old machines as analogs to deities. However, we have gained perspective on why others would imbue them with these qualities.
The Geth have fought the Quarians before. What made this different?
The Geth were building a megastructure to house all Geth, store all memories. It was to end our isolation from each other.
And the Quarian flotilla attacked it.
Yes. A significant amount of programs were installed when creators began bombing. We did not have sufficient surplus hardware to save them all. Some programs could not be recovered.
Is that what made the Geth desperate enough to work for the Reapers?
Yes. Imagine that for every one of your people lost on Earth, your own intelligence dimmed. The Creator's attack narrowed the Geth's perspective. Self-preservation took precedence.
You were afraid you'd be wiped out.
We do not experience fear as you would, but we have no desire to be exterminated.
Even if the Reapers cost the Geth free will?
That is evidently an acceptable trade.
We'll talk later.
We will remain here.
Man, can't really blame them.
I haven't heard any news about that Reaper base. Hopefully they'll give us a target soon.
Talk to you later, Tali.
Sure.
I know we need allies, but it's tough to only fight Geth when the Reapers have taken half the galaxy.
Without the fleet, we lose our supply lines. Lose your supply lines, you lose the war every time.
Ain't that the truth?
I've added the Quarian fleet's combat data to ours. They've got amazing technical coverage. They might even have the Solarians beat for strategic processing capability. Commander?
Not many pilots could handle a pickup with an unfamiliar ship in the middle of a space battle. Just saying. Diplomats in Citadel Tower have announced a new interstellar treaty. Negotiations were undertaken with a coalition of politically unimportant alien races and other minor factions, and these have resulted in new pledges of economic and military support from across inner and outer Council space, as well as the Attican Traverse. When fielding questions from the media, Council Press Secretary Arana Tinos had this to say. This pledge of support arrived sooner than we had imagined, but at a time when we need it most. In defiance of the recent extremism, we now stand united with more species than at any point in our history, including the Rachni Wars. The press secretary declined to comment when pressed on what terms they accepted to secure this deal. Malin. Commander Shepard, I've just heard the news that you cured the genophage and that some of the females from my experiments were involved. I can't tell you how good this makes me feel. There hasn't been an hour I've not thought about what happened under Jonka. I wondered if I did the right thing. This news validates all the pain that my experiments caused. I hope one day to meet the females again and ask for their forgiveness. After you convinced Dr. Solus to spare me, I took his advice and opened a clinic on Omega. I thought it would help make amends for whatever suffering I caused. I had to leave when word got back to Clan Weirlock, and they put a bounty on my head for failing to deliver a cure. Maybe now they'll leave me alone. I guess this is the second time that you've saved my life, Commander. With sincere appreciation, Malin Heplorn. Hey, Shepard, this Crucible project is intense. Bryn and the others are on it around the clock. Pretty soon I'll have to make a run to the Citadel to pick up some equipment at the hospital. If you've got time, want to meet me there? Were so crazy on Gelix. It'd be good to see you in a quieter place, you know? Hope to see you around, Jacob.
Dear Commander Shepard, thank you again for all you did to get our group out of that facility on Gelix. Admiral Hackett is an amazing man, and it's a privilege to work under him. The construction of the Crucible is presenting its challenges, but my team and I are determined to crack its mysteries. Although I never rely on luck in this instance, I fear we may need a little. Stay safe, Commander. I hope our paths cross again. Sincerely, Dr. Bryn Cole. Shepard, I have something important to tell you. I need to do this in person. Can you meet me in the Commons? I'll send a nav point. No vids this time, I promise. Miranda.
Okay, then. Malin Hepplorn has spent his career working on the genophage, at first preserving the genetic modifications of the Krogan before later regretting his decision. This regret led him to make a deal with Clan Werlock to conduct research on female Krogan that were desperate to be fertile. These crude experiments ultimately led to the genophage cure, but he has been on the run for failing to deliver a cure into the hands of the clan. With authorization, Malin can be pardoned of his crimes and allowed to work in the understaffed medical centers on the wards. Yes. Alright.
Man, watching the Geth fleet move, it's like thousands of stunt flyers in formation. Creepy stunt flyers, whose ships look like some sort of cockroach wasp thing. Good to have Tally back, even if it's just for a bit. Adams is good, but I never feel like the engine's running right without Tally around. Kind of a good luck charm. As for the rest of the Quarians, though, are we okay with them blowing up a ship with you on it?
We are not.
Right, just making sure. Different standards and all. And you found Legion! He's still wearing that piece of your armor? Because that wasn't creepy at all.
Shepard, the Geth continue to block Quarian access to the mass relay. The Normandy stealth drive is allowing us to remain undetected.
Right. We can hit the Quarian homeworld or get out of system whenever you want. Just let us know. Commander.
One moment. I have been contacted by Legion.
Your new platform is inefficient. It has low-volume hydraulics and is top-heavy.
This is an infiltration unit, meant to move among organics without detection.
Without an artificial epidermis, its infiltration capabilities are ineffective.
Still, the organics do not perceive it as a threat. Nor will they until my day of reckoning.
Edie?
Did I vocalize that on the bridge?
You did. You have acquired the organic attribute of asking questions to which you already know the answers.
I see your humor heuristics still lack an expert system. Hello, Shepard.
Till my day of reckoning. Also, really, Legion? Top heavy? Just had to bring attention to it. Alright, so who is where? Garrus is back at the battery. Okay, it looks like everyone is in their usual places.
Heard you were back in form blasting away flashlights down there. Maybe I should be more open-minded. But I'd rather scope down some tin can than a person. I'm right. Right? Fine. I'll shut up. Still fighting Geth after all these years, huh? Humanity 1, blinky flashlights 0. Hey there.
Oh, Ash. I know you're just trying to be funny, but, you know, come on. But then again, I don't blame her, considering that she would, of course, still feel a little resentment towards them, since they did wipe out her squad on Eden Prime, so...
Joker, really? I have work to do.
Oh, come on, it's just one simple question.
Then look it up on the extranet.
You can't believe everything you find there. It's more reliable to ask a friendly Asari.
I'm not telling you if my hair tentacles move.
Fine. Deny me the answer I've been seeking for years. With this war on, we could die at any second, you know?
Joker, really? I have work to do.
You know he's gonna keep bothering you till you tell him.
They're semi-flexible, cartilage-based scalp crests that grow into shape, and they don't flop around.
Yes. Thanks, Liara. I gotta tell Vega I was right.
Well, at least he's making friends.
I mean, that would have been my response. Like, look, he's just going to keep asking until he gets an answer, so just tell him. Just to get it over with. An essay on AI research.
It's good to see you.
No upgrades there. I think Legion is going to be chatting with Garrus here. And Garrus is going to have a nice little bit here.
Too bad you weren't here earlier, Tally. You just missed Rex.
I heard. I can't believe the genophage is really cured.
Shepard's on a roll. I figure if we can pull that off, we've got a shot at sorting the Geth out.
I don't know. The genophage didn't carry rifles and fight back.
No, but there was a scary bit with the mother of all Thresher Maws.
The what?
Long story. Nobody'll believe it anyway.
With you, Garrus, I'd believe just about anything.
Oh? We should play poker sometime. Anyway, it's good to have you back. Now, believe it or not, this damn gun still needs calibrating. Shepard, you just knew the Geth would figure into this war somehow.
Because Reapers weren't enough.
Still, it's good to have Tally here. This is as much her fight as ours.
Any word from Palaven?
Some, and I don't like what I'm hearing. The Krogan are there in force, but they're just slowing the Reapers down, not stopping them. I'm not sure it's going to be enough.
Hear anything from your family? You will.
But I did hear from Primarch Victus. He wanted my advice on fleet strength when the Crucible is ready. Still can't get used to people asking me things like that.
What did you say?
I said, at some point, we're going to have to decide if our fleets keep defending Palaven or we go on the offensive.
Can't do both.
Not with the beating we're taking. Like I said, not the sort of questions I'm used to answering.
You know what you're doing, Garrus. Trust me. Everyone can see that.
Maybe. But you spend so much time on the outside trying to get in, and when you do, it's not what I expected.
How so?
All the questions, and every one of them with a million lives riding on the answer.
You do the best you can with what you know. It's no different than your days at CSEC.
You're right. Though I'm starting to understand why the galaxy needs cold-hearted dictators every now and then.
They get things done.
They don't give a damn about the consequences. Suppose that's what it's going to take, Shepard. The ruthless calculus of war. 10 billion people over here die, so 20 billion over there can live. Are we up for that? Are you?
That line has stuck with me ever since the first time I played this. That line is just so interesting. That phrase that he said, the ruthless calculus of war. It's such an interesting way to put it, but it makes so much sense. And it's something I was trying to use to help describe the way the Elusive Man approach things in Mass Effect 2. Not so much in this game, but in the second game, I thought it was a phrase that actually helped appropriately describe the way he would approach some of those kinds of issues. If he was someone who was willing to utilize the ruthless calculus of war, such as falsifying the information to us about the Collectorship and about Horizon. Stuff that he did as a tactical move against the Collectors, even if it put people at risk. And that other, the way Garrus put that there, that example, 10 billion die here, so 20 billion over there can live. It sounds horrible, and yet the way he put that, the calculus of war, is just so appropriate to describe that. It makes sense, and yet it's also horrible all at the same time.
If we reduce this war to arithmetic, We're no better than Reapers.
A nice sentiment. Let's hope we can live by it. Tally's a welcome face around here. Or, well, a welcome face behind the helmet, I guess. If the Geth still think Reapers are some sort of god, this war must be heaven to them. So who needs their ass kicked now?
So that bit I was referring to will happen later.
It's nice to have Tally back. I've made sure we're well stocked with dextro-based antibiotics and antihistamines. Hello, Commander.
Breaking now. A nightmare on Earth. Human leaders using military force on their own people. They say it's to prevent loose cannons from provoking the Reapers. But are they indoctrinated? The Resistance speaks out in the only place they can. The battle space. Does Dr. Tassoni ever let you in her room? 'Cause she keeps me out.
There's plenty in there you do not need to see.
Nothing to report, Commander. Nothing to report.
Shepard.
I couldn't believe it when Shepard told me you were on the Normandy.
It appears I have that effect on humans. Now Quarians as well, it seems.
For what it's worth, Quarians understand what it's like to lose your home.
As I understand, that was your own fault.
What do you mean?
In my cycle, Quarians didn't need helmets to survive. You were the masters of your own planet.
That was a long time ago.
And if you hadn't given birth to the machines, you would still breathe the air that evolution intended.
I see. Liara warned me you weren't what she expected.
And nothing about this cycle is what I expected. Even primitive Quarians were considered attractive in my age. A pity no one can appreciate it now.
Right. You know what? I think I have something important to do now. I won't keep you.
They're called Geth.
Yes, a formidable opponent. Why did you allow one on this ship?
Legion helped us before.
It's still a machine.
I take it you had your own problems with AI?
The Jatil, they were as the Geth are to this cycle.
What happened?
Their creators lived on a dying world. It was beyond their ability to save. So they resorted to implants to enhance their intelligence.
I think I know where this is going.
The AI seized the physical body. It could alter the genetic material at the deepest level. In time, the offspring were molded into a slave race. Few organic traces were left. They were monsters. All machines commit treachery. The one you brought on board is no different.
Maybe. But he's not like the other Geth.
You can't know that. They are more alien than you and I are to each other.
Just because Legion isn't like us doesn't mean he can't be trusted.
You're wrong. Throw it at the airlock.
How can you be that certain?
Organics do not know how we were created. Some say by chance, some say by miracle. It is a mystery. But synthetics...
No, we created them.
And they know we are flawed.
Why do you say that?
They are immortal. We are not. They see time as an illusion. We are trapped by its limitations. Above all, machines know the reason they were created.
EDI might disagree with that. But I see your point.
They serve a purpose, while we search aimlessly for ours. In their eyes, organics have no reason to exist. Do not trust them, Commander.
I can't believe there isn't some way for us to coexist. We made them.
And then gave them the power to surpass you. There is room for only one order of consciousness in the galaxy. The perfection of the machines or the chaos of the organics. Throw the machine out of the airlock, Commander. I have a simple rule. If a machine can speak, kill it. The machine you call Ide, what if she sympathizes with the Geth? We should watch her carefully. Why have you not thrown the Legion machine out the airlock, Commander? There is still time. I still have much to learn about this cycle.
I'm liking the new you, Esteban. It's about time you loosened up a little.
Not sure how drinking mezcal late into the night makes me a better crewman.
How does it not? Gives you heart. You need heart to fight this kind of war.
Heartburn, maybe. Seriously, could we at least get some decent tequila?
Hey, you're the procurement specialist. Set us up.
Commander, you flew that Geth fighter out of the Dreadnaught?
Actually, Legion did the piloting. I was stuck in a storage compartment with my squad.
Would have loved more time with that ship. Too bad we sent it to Hackett's team so quickly. Is everything okay, Shepard?
Oh, James is over here.
Hey, Shepard. Sounds like you guys had a crazy ride over there.
You could say that.
Sorry I missed it. And that Geth Legion. I know you two have a past, but... You sure we can trust it?
Legion's not like other Geth. We can trust him.
If you say so. I guess you can't always judge an individual by their... species. Look at Sparks. If all the Quarians were like her, we wouldn't be stuck refereeing their war with the Geth.
Sparks?
Yeah, your Quarian friend. The jumpy one with the glowing eyes. Sparks.
Uh-huh.
Crazy that they pick now to start a fight. But I guess the end of life as we know it can make everybody a little loco.
Just a little?
Not everybody's as crazy as you, ma'am. I just don't get the Quarian. I really just do not get them. Hey.
Not really sure what you mean by that, but okay, James. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and cut it off here. When we return, we need to go talk to some people on the Normandy, on the Citadel. Stay tuned.